Get over for Micah. So, in my opinion, one of the most underrated Disney feature films is The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And it has like this little gag in it where this guy's like in this cage and it tips over and he dances around for a couple of seconds like, yay, I'm free. And then he trips and he lands in the stocks and then he's stuck again. And that's kind of a pretty good metaphor for what my experience with gender has been. So I grew up in a really conservative family, obviously from my opening, very much raised on Disney, as well as like Bible stories and old movies starring Cary Grant. And all of these things kind of had in common that the guys are the heroes. They're the smart ones, the brave ones, the ones in charge of the story. And the girls are the moms and wives and girlfriends of the heroes. So it really didn't take very long for me to decide that the girl category wasn't looking so good and that I wanted to be a boy. So all throughout growing up, I was really feeling pretty uncomfortable as a girl. And I mean, if I had $1 for every time I was told growing up, no, girls don't sit like that. Girls don't dress like that. Girls don't act like that. Girls don't talk like that, I wouldn't have any student loans to worry about. I mean, I never got to do any of the stuff I wanted to do. I didn't get to go to the sleepovers with my guy friends because I would have been the only girl there. I didn't get to try out for the football team in middle school because my mom wouldn't let me, and she wouldn't even let me get a Razor scooter. So then I came to college, and in college, it was suddenly okay for me to be like, hi, I'm a guy. And everybody was cool with it. I mean, sometimes I had to like explain it a few times, but I was like, hey, I'm transgender, I'm a guy. And eventually people like went with it, but sometimes people had some trouble and it would get really frustrating. It wound up taking up a lot of my energy to just always have to correct people. So then eventually, like, I had it kind of settled. Most people were getting it. But then there was, like, I felt trapped again. Because there was stuff that I would want to, like, wear or do. And it'd be like, guys don't wear that. Guys don't do that. Guys don't act like that. I like my singing voice, but it sounds like a girl singing. So I was stuck again, feeling like I had to work hard to be something. And so in The Matrix, yeah, I'm big on metaphors. I watch a lot of movies. In The Matrix, there's this scene where he meets the little boy who's bending the spoon, and the kid's like, there is no spoon. And it takes him a while before he actually gets it. But then when it clicks, he can do anything, right? So I'd heard in my women and gender studies classes, oh, gender's just performative. It's a social construct. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. It's still a pain in the ass. And then there's this one day. It's in the summer. I've got my mohawk dyed bright blue. I'm feeling awesome. I ride to the store on my Razor scooter, which I can have now because I'm a grown-up. I pull this kind of badass skid stop right in front of the store. And there's these 3 kids, like 2 boys and a girl, standing there. And they're just like looking at me like I'm a rock star. And one of the boys says, wow, he's cool. And the girl grins and says, "That's a girl." And that was like the first time in years that I'd been called a girl and it didn't piss me off. So that was sort of when it really clicked that it didn't matter if it was something that a guy did or something that a girl did. It didn't matter if somebody thought that I was being a boy or thought that I was being a girl. None of those rules mattered as long as I was just being me. There is no spoon, there is no gender, there is no rules. So once that clicked, I just decided to wear whatever, do whatever, be whatever. I used to worry about gender all the time, and now that I stopped following the rules, I don't even think about it. And it's like a whole new world is open. It's like a fresh start, and I'm happier and more comfortable in my skin than I've ever been in my life.